guys! So today I filmed this look for you. It is just a nice, pretty, girly Valentine's Day look. The eyes are a little bit smoky. The lips can be changed up. You'll see what I say about that. I did do a good job of only using one eyeshadow palette. Yay! I've never done that before, and that is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. It smells so good, but it's like chocolate, Valentine's Day. Yeah. So because I did the drugstore video, I thought you would want to see this one. Hopefully this will be up before Valentine's Day. So if you want to see how I got this nice, pretty, girly look, just keep watching. Okay, so I'm just going to move on to contour and highlight and everything like that because I've already done my foundation. It's the same thing I do in every video. I just use my BB cream and mix it with a tiny bit of my foundation. And this combination, I kind of like the finish of it, but I don't like the color of it on me. It's a little too pink, so I might maybe switching that up sometime soon. But that's what I did, and then I did my concealer, and I just used a mixture of three things. And that is my NARS Light 1 Creamy Concealer, and I put that over redness and blemishes. And then for my under eyes, I mixed my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind with a little bit of my Ready Set Gorgeous by CoverGirl. And then I just set all that with the same powders I normally use. So I'm just going to go into bronzing, contouring, all that stuff. I don't want it to be too crazy, so I just want to do a little bit of a light bronze before we do anything else. So I'm going to use my Wet n Wild, what's it called? A shimmer palette. It's in Rose Golden Goddess, and I am just going to take my Sephora Pro Air 55 brush. I don't want a lot on the brush, so I'm just going to wipe it off on my hand. Just going to add some color to the skin. My heater's on. Let me just go turn it off real quick. Alright, so like I said, nothing major, just adds a tiny bit of something. And now I'm going to go on to chiseling out my cheekbones. And to do that, I'm going to use, of course, my NYX contour palette and my Sigma F23 brush. I just want to do it lightly because I have been getting a little too much product when I use this brush, so I'm just trying to not get as much this time. So I'm just going to go from my ear, what's that called? From this spot in the ear, and just want to take it straight out. Got a nice start. This side is always so much harder for me to do. Reaching around my face, I guess. Yeah, so I just want to do a light start. Alright, and now with my Sephora brush, I'm just going to kind of roll that back and blend it. So now the contour is done. I did take whatever was left on this brush and just kind of go around the perimeters of my face. Nothing major. For blush, I'm going to use a Sigma Duo Fiber brush. It's the F50, and I am using my Physicians Formula Happy Booster Natural. I don't know, I've had it for a while. It's just one that has hearts in it. Just a nice pretty pink, and I don't want to take too much. I just want to have a nice kind of color on the cheeks. So that's good for blush. Now for highlight, I am going to use my Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder in the highlight shade. just looks like that. And I'm going to take that on my Spotlight Duster brush, the Sigma F37, and just sweep it up my cheekbones. Just a nice little glow, and then with whatever's left on this brush, I'm just going to kind of go to the sides of my forehead. We don't want it to be too bright there. You can do a tiny bit on the chin. I am going to take the high cheekbone highlighter, the F03, and just tap that in there and just do a little bit on my nose, above my lip, and under my brow bone. Okay, for my brows, I'm going to take my Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I am just going to brush through them, fill them in with the other side, brush through them one more time, and I'll come back to you. I'll probably just fast forward this part because it takes so long. Okay, so I'm going to prime my eyes with my MAC Paint Pot and Painterly, like I always do. Just going to use my ring finger. You always want to use your ring finger when you're working around your eyes, whether it's under or on. Always want to use your ring finger. Moving on to eyeshadows, I'm going to try and just stick to one palette. We'll see how well that goes for me. I've never been good at that. But because it is Valentine's Day, I always think of chocolate, so what better than to use the chocolate bar palette. It smells so good still. I've had it for a year and a half or something like that, and it still smells so good. And the colors are so pretty. See if I can find a way to show you without blinding you. Yeah. So pretty. I'm going to start with a fluffy brush, and I'm going to dip it into the color White Chocolate. It is just the lightest matte cream shade. And I should tell you, I'm going to put this all over. It's just going to kind of be a base for the eyeshadows. I am going to go in with my Sigma E40 brush. It's just a really awesome blending brush, and I'm going to tap into Milk Chocolate. This color reminds me of Naked. It may be a little bit darker, but I really like it. I'm going to put this in the crease and work it up closer to the brow bone. Not on the brow bone, but just working it up closer, because when my eyes are open you can't see my lids as well as on other people, if that makes any sense. So I want to bring the color up so you can see it. My eyes never blend out the same, so I'm just trying to get them as close as I can. Just do your best, because I know I'm not the only one who has this problem, where they tend to blend out in like different shapes and the color disperses a little bit differently. Now I'm going to go in with an E25 brush. It's just another blending, but it's a little more flat, and I'm going to dip into Semi-Sweet. It's just a little bit darker brown color, and this is just going to go straight into the crease, just the regular crease, just to kind of give a little bit more dimension, and we're going to focus it more on the outer half of the eye, and then once it's settled in the crease, we're going to kind of take whatever's left and connect it connected to the lid, if that makes sense. You'll see. So now I'm just kind of turning my brush so it's a little bit diagonal and just connecting it to, so it's going to be on the very outer half of the lid. See the difference between the eyes now? This one's a little bit darker than that one. Alright, and I'm going to go back with that same first blending brush, the E40, and just nothing on it or nothing extra on it, and just kind of blend. Now I am going to take a little, this is a mini E21 brush from Sigma. It's just a smudge thing. You can take a pencil brush, a smudge brush, whatever, and I'm going to go in with that first shade, Milk Chocolate, and just drag it down to the lower lash line. And then I'm going to go in with Semi-Sweet again, which was the darker brown color. Same brush, same deal, just focusing it on the outer half. Going in with Marzipan, it is just a shimmery, sort of coppery pink color, but light. I'm just going to apply that with my ring finger. I'm just going to take that on my ring finger and pat that onto the inner lid. Marzipan is actually like my favorite shade from this palette, and I only just recently started dipping my finger in it, and it works so much better this way. And you could stop there or bring this color into the inner corner, but I'm me, and because I can't resist, I'm going to take a little bit of my Ice Latte. If you watch my videos, you know how much I love my Ice Latte eyeshadow. It's just a cream eyeshadow from L'Oreal Paris. It's their infallible line. It's just a nice, pretty gold, shimmery color. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that on my ring finger and put that in the like tear duct area. It doesn't make a huge difference. It's just a little bit brighter than Marzipan. For the highlight, I am going to first find a brush. I'm going to take this mini brush. It's just from the Vice palette that I have. Whatever brush you like to use for highlight. And I'm going to mix White Chocolate, which was that first shade that we used all over the lid, and I'm going to mix it with Champagne Truffle, which is the shimmery pink shade that I told you about, just because I like my highlight to shimmer a little bit, but I don't want it to be too shimmery, so I want to mix the matte and the shimmer together. So, eyeliner time. I am going to do my normal routine, which is black eyeliner in the tight line, squeeze shut to the waterline. I always just cut this part out because it's not very pleasant to show on camera. Okay, so I just want to keep it smoky today, so I'm going to take just a brown liner. I am going in with brown just to keep it a little bit lighter, and I am going to drag this, smoke it kind of along the upper lash line. That's all for my eyes, besides mascara, so let's move on to mascara. So I am going to do, as always, my Clump Crusher by CoverGirl. Do you see that? Some days I can do mascara really well and not mess it up at all, and today it's all over my face. Don't worry, we're just gonna wait for it to dry and it'll flake off. And now, because I'm such a daredevil, I am going to do another coat of mascara with an even fluffier brush. So I'm going to take my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. I just think it looks really good. I'm really happy with how this turned out, besides the mascara, which I'm going to take care of right now. Alright, and now for lips. You could do 2 different lips. You could do a dark or you could do a light. Right now I'm kind of feeling a light lip. Also, shout out to my sister for getting me this awesome robe for my birthday. It just came in the mail yesterday. She ordered it from China. I love it. My friend also got me a robe as well, so you'll see that one in another video. They're both very nice. I wore this one because it had pink in it. It felt a little more Valentine's-y. But yeah, I doubt she's watching this video, but hey Natalie, if you are, send me a Snapchat so I know, like send me a Snapchat of you watching this so that I know you're watching it. Okay, so I am going to go for a lighter lip right now. Maybe I'll change my mind later in the day. To line my lips with a Sephora lip liner, and this is in the shade Native Nude. It's just a very kind of nude pink liner. You can barely see it. So on top of that, I am going to use The Love of Color by Tati. It's Glam Life Guru on YouTube. I don't know, maybe that's not her name anymore, that's what it was. It's her line, and this is one of her lipsticks in First Kiss. It's just a nice, pretty, peachy nude. I want to add a little bit more pink to it, so I'm using my Color Whisper, I believe it's by Maybelline, Color Whisper in the shade Rose of Attraction. I believe I used this in my last video. If you really want to build up the color, you can just use more of it, because it's a kind of sheer wash of color. And then, because I just can never have enough lips, I am going to take my new Buxom lip gloss. I just did a haul video, but I think this is going to go up before the haul, so you'll see this in the haul video. This is in the shade Bellini. It's just a nice color. It's kind of sheer, so it's not super... Like, this color that you see right here is not the color that you get on your lips if you use it alone. If you use it alone, it's just a nice kind of pretty gloss with a tiny sheer hint of color. So I'm just going to zoom you in so you can see a closer look at the eyes and I guess the rest of the face actually. Just get a closer look at it. Okay, so that is it for this look today. I really hope you liked it. I had a lot of fun filming it for you, doing it for you. It turned out really well, I think. It's a nice lip that is versatile. You can do a darker lip if you feel like it. If I do decide to do that, I will insert a picture. And yeah, so it's just a very nice smoky, balanced out look. It's great if you want to go on a date. It's great if you're just hanging out with your friends. It's great even not for Valentine's Day. But because I did film the drugstore Valentine's Day look, I just wanted to do this one a little bit more high-end with the Too Faced and everything. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up or comment below. Yeah, so enjoy your Valentine's Day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!